Hey guys, Tech Agent here. We are back with obviously more vintage headphones. This time I'm a bit excited because we have a Pioneer headphone, and I've never featured a Pioneer headphone on the channel. At least I don't think so. And this one is vintage, so that is always always fun. This model specifically, SE-205, 1974. Yes, 1974. That puts this in the timeline of the Sony headphones. I've featured the vintage one, the DRS5, and another one that is coming up after this video. Also, in terms of the technology that they use, very similar, actually it's the same. So we have this interesting blend of headphones using the same technology, that is the paper cone diaphragms, from a very similar time period from different manufacturers. That is always fun. And this one specifically is the SE-205. Now the thing about the SE-205 is that this was the baseline Pioneer back in the day. This model was launched alongside the SE-305 and the SE-505, as well as the Monitor Pioneer Monitor 10, I think. Very famous headphones among vintage enthusiasts. People really look out for these headphones, and this one was like the base model in that family. Thing about the Pioneer SE-205 is that it's not exactly rare. It's a vintage, it's very old, but that does not mean it's scarce. There are a lot of units out there. In fact, if you go on eBay, you can find multiple SE-205 ads. People are selling this like crazy, and with box and everything. So this is not a rare headphone, specifically speaking. It is that doesn't make it insignificant. It's again a vintage, but just not scarce, which is nice. Let's talk about the headphone itself. This is one of the most unique looking, not exactly unique, one of the most fun to watch, fun to look at, just staring. It's amazing. I really like the build quality as well. It's all plastic, with some metal parts going on, but it's just so vintage. It's got that feel to it, and I really really appreciate that design aspect that reminds you of the 70s, and this really screams that time period. I really enjoy that. Build quality is excellent. Everything for the age seems to be in perfect condition, at least this pair. There are no squeaks, nothing. It's just solid. This is the time when it was just world class craftsmanship, solid stuff. Even if it's plastic, even if it's Japanese, it's well put together, and this is what that time period specifically represented. That is just wonderful build quality, which this headphone really has. The stainless steel, as you can see, still has that nice shine to it. It's not scratched and stuff, which is always nice. Headband has no padding, but this headphone, I'm not kidding, with these ear pads, which are really nice and soft. They're thin, they're not thick, but they're very soft, are one of the most comfortable headphones I've put on my head, which is saying something, because I put a lot of headphones on my head, and this being a vintage, this bulky, this huge headphone, I was surprised myself at how comfortable these headphones really were, and they're quite magnificent. I really enjoy wearing these. In fact, last night I was watching a movie. I watched them on these and have no regrets. I had a lot of fun. I could have gone to my K1000, but I did not. I went with these because I enjoyed these a lot. They're vintage. I like them. Pretty good. Things I've done with this headphone: completely recabled them, Belden 9451, put a 3.5 removable plug. So now you can just get an aux and plug it in. I do not recommend this system. Even if you're an expert, do not do what I did, because I had to compromise some of the baffle plate. Some assembly was done inside to just get this TRS to fit. So I don't really recommend it. What I would do instead is that I would if you want a TRS route, what I would do is just put the ear pads back on, unsolder the driver, and then drill a hole at this part, because this is covered and looks flush with the ear pads installed. So you can just drill a hole right here, and then just put this like that, and not like this angle connector that I've done with the stock cable hole. This, I've done a pretty good job, I think. It looks really nice, but I do not recommend it. You can do it, it's just not that fun. It's better to go that drill the hole right here and then install the female 3.5, in my opinion. You can also do a yank proof system very easily. Putting the cable through the headband was fairly simple. I had to slightly cut some of the leather, but that was fine and not a big deal. Overall, easy to mod, easy to restore. Uh, the contacts inside the driver are a bit fragile. I would take care and use really low temperature with your soldering iron, because you can damage them. I damage them. That is why I'm saying that be careful with the temperature. These cannot take a lot of temperature for a long time, otherwise they will get damaged fairly easily, and you can kill one driver very easily. So be careful with that. Other than that, easy to modify. They look amazing. 1974, cannot beat these in terms of design. I really like them. They remind me a lot, of that Japanese headphone period, that classic just bulk manufacturing of these headphones in that time period. This is a crazy time period. The 70s, 80s, and 90s. This is what I call not the golden age, because the golden age is very different for me, but I would call this the mass production and flow of headphones to the market by the Japanese, and this is one of them, and it's pretty cool. I like it. Pioneer SE-205. More vintage headphones coming up soon. More other kind of videos coming up soon. I'm very excited about that. Stay tuned to the channel for that, and I'll see you guys next time with a lot of videos next week, probably next to next week as well. A lot of fun videos. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Anyway, take it easy, and like always, have a good one. All right.